Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to All Things Delicious. Today on Brave Belly, I'm going to be eating this entire individual combat ration from the Estonian Defense Forces. We're going to see what it's all about. We're going to see if it's any good. I'm super excited about it because I haven't seen anybody review this. So it's a first for me. Haven't had anything from Estonia ever. So yeah, hope you guys brought your appetite because you know I did. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. So here we have it. Check it out. Now, this indeed is made in Estonia by their defense forces. So hoping it's very authentic and not like westernized, but tastes like the cultural food of Estonia. All right, so this is menu or ration number 20. And I've never tried this, so here we go. That's what everything's looking like at first glance. Just a Ziploc with a bunch of packets. Very straightforward. Very cool flag, I must say. The only flag that I've seen with, is that, oh yeah, it's a baby blue, a black and white stripe. Pretty cool. All right, so here we have it. I'm gonna open everything up and see what's in store. Now, the stuff, I didn't need to translate it because it's also written out in English because they are our NATO partners. So components, nutritional information, basically 1,287 calories in this entire bag, being that it's an individual ration, so it's one large meal. We have the gross weight, 599 grams, best before 2020, August 30th. So this is fresh, all right? We have a whole year. It's packed by Komivabrik OU. I don't know what that I guess that's the name of the company that packs this, and the storage temperature. Then also we have a scan code to leave feedback. I did use this scan code. It's a bunch of words, no pictures, so not really too exciting. And then these are the ingredients, but we're gonna go through them right now. So we do have a lemon tea. I'm gonna brew that up right now, just to expedite everything. So it's called Garden House, the Al Gusto Limon, lemon flavored tea. Yeah, it's like some Italian maybe writing and English. Directions: put on the filter for each cup in teapot, pour hot water. Yeah, we're not doing all that. Just instant tea, take a look. And now, Estonia is a cold country because it's the northeasternmost European country, so it's super cold there, so it makes sense to have a nice warm tea. And we do have sugar, so I will put that in there. Take a look. Very industrial looking. All right, I guess Food Source is the brand because it has Food Source written on everything. So that's my tea and sugar. We're gonna let this steep a little while we open everything else up. All right, so this looks like it's our main. It's chili con carne. There it goes. And it's a nice gusseted pack. Same thing, Food Force. But I'm gonna heat this up. Obviously, it's ready to eat. If you're a soldier, you could just pound it down, but we're gonna enjoy it nice and warm. So I'm gonna let it warm up over here while we eat the other things. So I have some hot water. I'm gonna put that chili in there. We're gonna have it nice and warm. Let's fire this puppy up. There we go. I'm gonna set that off. All right, let it do its thing. All right, let's see about, we have some wet wipes. So we're gonna wipe ourselves down right now. We're gonna see about the quality of these wet wipes. Now, I don't know much about Estonia at all whatsoever. I know it's a Baltic country, northernmost, all right? It's not far, actually, from Finland, which I'm sure gets a lot of Finnish tourists. Smells really nice, like a lotion, not intense. So this is really good quality. These are my favorite type of wet wipes when it's not paper, okay? When it's a cloth, so it doesn't rip. And like I said, it doesn't have like a strong synthetic smell or anything like that. Just like a lotion, so very mild. So that's always a nice touch. And of course, this Ziploc is very convenient for both garbage and sometimes you want to waterproof stuff as a soldier, which I am not. Or at least what you would typically consider a soldier. I do consider myself a soldier though. But anyway, so here we have some ham pate. It's called kekets or kekets. Yeah, I guess. Take a look at that. We're gonna have it with, I guess, some of this rye bread. So take a look at that. Very one of a kind. There's only a few countries that have rye bread. I think Lithuania had rye bread, and I know Germany had rye bread. So we're gonna see about this one. All right, pretty cool. And it just says whole rye meal, water, salt, and yeast. Cool. So generally on the healthy side, which is not really common when it comes to rations. Yeah. Not so easy to open this. Okay, here we have it. Unfortunately, it cracked on me trying to open it. And we do get a nice rye smell, almost like herbs. Oh wow, so this is just one piece. I thought perhaps it's two pieces, but it's one big old slice of rye. So that's what we're gonna have this ham with. Let me just try the rye on its own. Very, wow, really intense, okay? Like a little on the rubbery side, and then also as a really strong like herbal taste. Very natural tasting, which is uncommon here in America. Usually our breads are like highly processed and very airy and puffy, and as opposed to this, which is like super dense. Check that out. All right, this smells wonderful. Look how nice and creamy it looks. Oh, it's nice and airy, beautiful color. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. I mean, this is so fluffy and delicate. First, I'm gonna do one of these little ones. Way more delicate than the bread itself, which is not really common. Wow, really nice. I would say it's really up there as far as quality of pates. Doesn't taste minerally at all. So this pate would be phenomenal for people who are not into pate at all whatsoever. I'd let them try this, being that it's so smooth. Doesn't have any like livery flavor. Well, because it's ham, I guess. So it's just smooth ham. It's like almost like a bologna that's like really airy and delicate. Really nice touch. Let's have it with some of this tea, like a real Estonian. Now I'm surprised they don't give you any beverages, but it is what it is. And you smell the lemon, really nice. It's really good. It's like an intense tea, you know, it has a strong tea flavor. And the lemon, although it has a strong smell, it's not overbearing as far as taste. It's not like you're drinking something tart. No. It's just the smallest hint of tea. It's really nice, goes well with the bread. Oh yeah, real good. Let's see about these cheese biscuits. I do have a little bit of this pate left. Perhaps they'll go with the pate, who knows? Oh wow, these look actually really nice. Take a look. I'm surprised they haven't broken. Wow, just tastes like cheddar. Has the same flavor as a cheddar cracker. Cheese oat biscuit, very interesting. Never had anything like this, at least I don't recall. Very cheesy and nice. However, being that it's an oat biscuit, it's uncommon here. Usually in America, anything that's cheesy like this is probably like a white cracker. And this, you could taste like the heartiness of the wheat in it. Okay, so it gives it a little bit more depth. We're gonna have it with some ham, keep it funky, why not? And if you guys are in the Estonian military, tell me if you ever mix it like that, or am I being weird? Anyway, here it goes. Oh yeah, it tastes like it goes really well. I mean, cheese and ham goes well, so why not? And like I said, if any Estonian soldiers out there have any interesting anecdotes, please feel free to write in the comments. I'm definitely curious. I read all my comments. I'd love to know, perhaps if you recommend a different menu that tastes a lot better, I'd love to check it out. Maybe I'll be on the lookout for it, as well as like sharing any info on cool knives or cool stuff from the military. I'm not familiar with an Estonian military stuff or military gear, so share with it in the comments. I'm sure everybody would like to know. But anyway, here it goes. We got the cheddar whole grain biscuit with the ham pate, very one of a kind. Oh yeah, real nice. Yeah, because I'm curious to know what kind of cooking, like not cooking, but utensil set you guys have. This is my United States. I like the American ones because they're big size. Check them out for a big guy like me. All right, that's why I always tend to use these. But I'd like to know what the Estonians use. Very curious. You see like little bits of what looks like maybe cheddar even. This tea is actually really nice. All right, we're gonna turn this food off. Hopefully it's ready. We don't have all day. We are supposed to eat like a soldier, all right? So that means real quick. All right, so take a look, gusseted, so nice, convenient. You could eat it out the bag, which is, I'm sure, how most soldiers eat it, but I'm gonna put it in a bowl just so you guys could see how everything looks. And that's what it is. Wow. Smells very like rich and tomatoey, almost like a pasta in a way. And I'm glad I took it off because it's steaming hot. It looks ready. So what I see in here is a strong paprika smell. So it's just like a light tomato with more of like a roasted pepper paprika smell. We have some big old white beans. Looks like chunks of tomatoes and onions perhaps. And some kind of meat, like this is a meat sauce. That's what it's looking like. I'm glad I got 2 more of these cheese crackers. I'm sure this goes really well with the, the cheese in it goes well with the sauce. So yeah, let me see exactly what's in this. It just says chili con carne, so it doesn't give too many details of what's included. White beans, water, ground meat, 12%. So 50 of it is pork and 50% beef. So it's a pork eating nation. Onions, carrots, red bell peppers, tomato paste, sugar, salt, modified starches, herbs, and spices and flavoring. Very nice, very straightforward. Smells really good. And here we go. First bite. Wow, very sweet. Okay, you don't get like you don't get like this sour or vinegar or kind of like tomatoey acidic taste at all. No, none whatsoever. Such a pleasant surprise. This is smooth and sweet. With like a lot of that bell pepper, roasted bell pepper flavor. Really nice. Real good. Wouldn't change anything about it at all whatsoever. The flavor tastes like something that was made at home. Doesn't taste like something that came out of a lab. Okay, does taste nothing to my American viewers. This tastes nothing like Chef Boyardee. Doesn't taste like it came out of a can. Really good. Oh yeah. This goes so well with the cheddar. Absolutely delicious. Really filling. Really hearty. As simple as it is, you taste all the different flavors. So I like what they did with this. It doesn't taste industrial, like I said. Really nice. I don't think I've ever had a chili con carne that tastes like this sweet. And I'm surprised. I didn't know people from Estonia would eat sweet foods. Usually, I'm familiar with like Europeans or Eastern Europeans for that matter. Slavs, they don't like sweet foods too often. So this is a pleasant surprise because I do. 10 out of 10 for a simple chili con carne from Estonia. Wouldn't change anything about it. Really nice. Very surprised the pate was super smooth and delicious as well. The crackers were phenomenal. The rye bread was basic. I can't say the rye bread was like amazing. It tastes like, you know, rye bread that was that comes, you know, for the military. So nothing outstanding about it at all. But everything else was absolutely delicious. The tea is nice because it tastes like an intense tea, and really the only lemon you get is like when you go to drink it and you get that fragrance. But the flavor isn't tart at all whatsoever like a lemon is. Which is quite different from me. I'm not used to that. All right, we're coming up to the end. This is the last bit. This is their energy bar. I forget what flavor was supposed to be. Caramel, all right? So here we have it. Caramel energy bar. Same thing, expires August 2026, so a full year. So, well, this is relatively fresh. Guys, apparently Estonia is like the #1 country in Europe for like e-commerce and like just the internet. So I would like to know more about that. Like how does, you know, people take advantage of that? Because I feel like the internet's everywhere anyway. So like what makes that stand out? Very curious to read it in the comments, especially from people from Estonia. I read all my comments. So please feel free to share down below. All right, so this is the bar. Very straightforward. Nothing like stands out about it. Looks like a typical American granola bar. And let's go. Very chewy. Has like a marshmallowy kind of aftertaste, like a vanilla extract. Definitely tastes like vanilla. It's supposed to be caramel. But I see the caramel. I guess they use the caramel to bind everything, but it's very light, so it's not like this intense richness. It's more like a sweet marshmallow flavor. Very delicious. Okay, I really like this. Now, to make this better, you could probably put like raisins to give it like a hint of like depth. But honestly, this is very good. I can't complain. I like the fact that it's not like hard to chew. Very pleasant. Nice way to finish off the meal. Yeah. And there you have it, guys. From a 1 to a 10, I give the Estonian military individual ration a solid 8.5. The only thing, like I said earlier, the rye bread would be nicer if the bread was a little bit more, I guess, less dense. But I don't know if you could do that. Anyway, if you stayed around this long, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing off.